I wanted to create just a quick video here to give you a better idea of what I'm looking for with the proposal and the vocabulary list, this first section that you're going to do for the final project. And if you haven't already read the instructions carefully, please pause the video and go back and do that first, because the video is going to assume that you've already read the instructions that I posted here in week 10. These instructions right here. So what I want to talk about more specifically right now is this first submission, your proposal and vocabulary list, which are due this week. So if I click here on the link, that's going to take me into the wiki. This will look very similar to what you did for the family project. So when you get in here, of course, you're going to come up here and create a wiki page, and that's what you will edit and add to each week or with each submission. So right here, you'll see my example, and I'm going to edit that because I want to add more to my example. And right here, I've already put in a heading for my proposal and my vocabulary list, and I gave a quick outline of my proposal. And notice it's really short, brief, to the point, and that's what I would expect yours to be also. The proposal is just to give me what your idea is, why you think it'll work well, which I don't think I've done there. I would have to add that in, and why. What vocabulary I'm going to use primarily, where I'm going to get that vocabulary, and then a problem that I might anticipate with it. So I've said that I want to create a project about gift ideas for my family for Christmas. And that's not one of the ideas that I had suggested for you in those instructions, but like I said, you can go beyond those ideas as well. So the reason that I think this might work well is because we've learned a number of nouns for different objects and items that we could use as gifts, and then in chapter 4, we're learning the family vocabulary. And some problems that I would anticipate would be not having enough vocabulary to talk about all the things I actually might buy for my family. So in order to meet that challenge, I'm just going to make sure that I keep things very simple so that I can primarily use the vocabulary that we're covering this semester. So then that brings me down to my vocabulary list, and I want that to be at least 20 words from the Arriba textbook. That will be the starting place for my project. So like I said, I'm going to start primarily with the vocabulary from chapter 4, which is the family vocabulary. So I'm going to switch over to the textbook, which I have open over here, the e-text, and I'm going to go to the chapter 4 vocab. And rather than clicking up here in the vocabulary lessons, I'm going to go to this vocab page at the very end of the chapter that summarizes all of the chapter 4 vocabulary. So people that I might buy gifts for would be my parents, my in-laws, my husband, and my children. So and maybe my siblings and nieces and nephews. So I'm going to add those right here. I'm going to say mis padres, mis suegros, mi esposo, mi hijo, and of course I have another son too, but it's only one vocabulary word there. So mi hijo, mi hija, mis hermanos, hermanas, los sobrinos, nephews and nieces. So there's some of the vocabulary about family. Oh, mis abuelos, I would probably get something for mis abuelos. And this is just a quick, I'm not worrying about the order of it. This is just the family vocabulary that I might use. So now I'm going to look for vocabulary that I might use for other parts of the project. Let's see, a couple things that I might use would be dar, the verb that means to give, comprar, to buy, querer, maybe to want. Let's see. So that gives me some verbs to work with. And then let's think about some of the items that I might buy or give as gifts. So I'm going to look in here first. La película, a movie, that's something that I might give someone for a gift. Over here, la entrada, I might give someone tickets to to go see, let's see, a show or maybe a concert or a movie, the movie theater. Para el cine o el concierto. So that's something that I might give as a gift. Let's see. Is there anything else in here that would help me? Okay. Not much else there. Let's look at chapter 5 and see if there's anything here that would help me for buying gifts. And notice I'm not starting with my ideas in English of the things that I actually would buy for my family members for Christmas. Instead, I'm starting with the vocabulary, and that's what I would really strongly recommend that you do as well. I might buy household appliances for some of my family members, so los aparatos domésticos. What else might I buy? El cuadro, a painting. And of course, I act like I buy all these super expensive gifts, which I don't do, but they're a good place to start anyway. El brillo de labios, lip gloss, one of my daughter's favorite gifts. El brillo de labios. And if I look here, I'm already, let's see, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17. I'm already within 3 words of having my the number that I wanted to have, the 20 words. So let's look at chapter 1 and see if there's anything here. Oh, el libro. I love giving books as gifts. El libro. Let's see, is there anything else that I might give as a gift? Of course, I could add in colors or descriptions, inexpensive, expensive, barato, caro. Those would be good descriptions that I might use. Anyway, and of course, there's other words that I could add in here. La mochila, maybe el bolígrafo. Those are things that I could give as gifts. But I've got my 20 words, and that gives me a good start now. So when I go to do my outline and my project, I have a set of words here that I can start with to work that direction, to work toward having my final project. So anyway, I hope that helps you, give you an idea of how to approach this first part of the project. And if you have any questions, be sure to call me or email me so we can get those cleared up as soon as possible. And I will talk to you soon.